Okay, so in this video we'll learn about how we can iterate over a dictionary. Okay, so we'll be going through how using for loop we can iterate, and also we will be learning the iter function, which is an inbuilt function. We'll use that iter function, and also we'll see how we can iterate over using a while loop. Okay, so let's get started. So let me so we have so I as I already discussed that we can get the keys, values and items. So these are the three possible ways where we can iterate over the dict. For let's say for item, or let's say key in my dict, right, print dot keys. So this we can do print key. So these are the keys are there, right? Similarly we can do by values. Okay, so this will be value, this will be value. So that's another way we can get the value. Or also, if you want, we can use items and then key comma value, because it will give a tuple, right? I hope you remember that it's a tuple, so we get a key value. Okay, so this is how we can iterate over a loop, for loop, right? Now there is another way for us to use. So we can use using iter function. Okay, so that's also one of the possible way we can iterate over list. So how can we do that? So for example, let's say I want to do a key iterator. So I will do a key iterator, and which is equal to iter and then my dict. Okay, so for we use another function called next, and then we call the key iterator. Okay, so generator type of a implementation. So this is how we can, so this will not print entire this will not print the entire so yeah, so one more thing I forgot to tell you, that by default if you don't mention and use this, it will assume keys. So you see, without explicitly mentioning about keys, it is started giving me keys, right? Now when I do another next, it will give me another key, then another key, then a last key, right? So if I do another key, it will give an error because there is nothing after that to iterate. Okay, so that's we should be careful about. Similarly we can do for our we'll see generator. You'll come to know more about that. For time being, you understand that there is something we have to do this way. And now what I need to do, I need to mention specifically values. Okay, so with that, I'll see the first value, then I can, if I do this 3 more times, then I will get 3 values. Okay, so that is how we can do. The similar thing we can do for our key values, right? So all the iter function, so we can now, if I want both key values and index, we can use something called enumerate. So I know that for index comma key value in enumerate, and this time I have to use my dict dot items, right? Yeah, so then I can get the index, key and value. Okay, perfect. So we'll get the index if you require. Generally it does not have that, but we can get that index using enumerate function. We can generate, right? So that is something we can do about it. Now let's look at the last loop what we have, which is going to be the while loop. So what I can do, I can use a key iterator. So I have a key iterator already. I can initiate it to again. So I'll initiate a key iterator. So this is a while loop. Okay, so while loop. So key iterator, then I can say while true, try key equal to next key iterator. First I'll get the key, I'll print the key, and then if let's say I'm breaking on age, or what is the last I have, maybe I will break on age, maybe let's say, or I can break on maybe gender, right? Let's, if key equal to gender, then I'll say I'll break. So we know that break we use for, then accept stop iteration, and then you break. Yeah, so that's it. So once we run this, it will print till gender, and that's how we can iterate using while loop over dictionary. Okay, so inside this is a very simple loops. You can even use very custom way of doing it. So next, this option gives you taking one by one, and doing it, and this generators will, there is a yield keyword we'll learn in miscellaneous topics. But however, for time being, you understand that one by one this function is giving, not all at once. So this is controlled way we can do that. Okay, so this happens when we do machine learning and data science, right? So there huge amount of data, so we create batches for learning, and then that's how these generators help us. Also we can also use a zip function to iterate. So let's say I have a dict 1 which is equal to a, which is equal to 1, and then comma b which is 2, and I'll just copy that. Let's say it's a 4, and let's say it's 3, and this is C, and this is, let's say, D. So I can use for key 1, key 2 for zip in dict 1 comma dict 2, and then I can print key 1 and key 2. Okay, dict 2. Yeah, so this is how we can get the keys of a multiple dictionary as well. So this is all for this video. See you in another video.